NBC 15 News starts now.
Now at 6, big changes could be on the way to a road so many of you drive every day. It's a busy section of highway that is packed with commuters every day, and it could be making a major transformation.
But for some living along the road, more interstate means more problems. We're talking about the area from the end of the Beltline at the I-3990 interchange east all the way to Highway N near Cottage Grove. That's where we find NBC 15's Chris Woodard, who joins us live with more.
Hi, John and Lee. Right now there's a meeting underway here at the Cottage Grove Town Hall, and it is packed inside, standing room only, with a lot of people filling these out. Their comment forms. What's right with this highway, what's wrong with it, and what some of their concerns are about this project. Because while anyone who lives here in Cottage Grove that drives to Madison from time to time will be affected, about 2 miles down that road there are some people who live along 1218, and they say they stand a lot to lose. Lois Schwer doesn't like the sound of what she's hearing.
We got a letter about 2 weeks ago.
She and her husband have lived along US 1218 for 38 years.
We're not ready to go to town. We want to stay here.
They're worried they might lose their home.
Well, there's only been 1 or 2 accidents here, and I don't think there's that much traffic that we need to redo everything right away.
1218 is a busy highway, and well, it's already 4 lanes. The Department of Transportation is talking about doing more, turning it into an interstate. Changes to this highway would obviously affect anyone who drives it, but some of the biggest changes, and at this point biggest concerns, come from those who don't have a lot of room, as you can see here, between the highway and their place.
I just put a bunch of money in that building up there 2 years ago.
Nostalgia Auto Restoration, since right at a 1218 intersection.
Tried to cling to this corner for 35 years, and because of the property value, and if that's going to affect that drastically, I'm not going to be too happy.
The possibility of widening the road and overpasses and frontage roads could mean big changes for these property owners, even if it would be a few years down the road.
Maybe that's worse, and I got to worry about it for 8-10 years. What am I going to do, or what do I want to sell this whole property, get out of the business? I don't know.
If you speak up once in a while, it helps, but
yeah,
if they get their mind made up, they aren't going to do it.
According to a DOT project manager, the reasoning here is pretty simple. They say traffic and safety. They say they expect a lot of growth east of Madison in the coming years, and they want to be prepared with the proper infrastructure when that happens. And they say there have also been some safety concerns.
DOT essentially always tries to balance safety and mobility with the impacts, both environmental and to property owners, and that's not always an easy thing to do. It's a lot of times a delicate balance, but that's what part of this process is. And tonight's meeting is just very early in this process. They say they're only in the study phase. Any possible construction would be years down the line. In Cottage Grove, I'm Chris Woodard for NBC 15.